Good morning. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of guidance using the energies of the daily moon cycle and the planetary bodies surrounding us to help us align with our best and highest good. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical, so do trust that you found it at the right moment. I would like to thank you for sharing your energy with me. And if you'd like to stay connected and receive more messages specific to your story, please be sure to subscribe, to the channel. If today's messages resonate with you, please let me know that by tapping the like button or sharing in the comments. And to learn more about me, you can look at my homepage to see how you can book a personal reading. Welcome in. Good morning. I want to start off today with getting us a gratitude card. I love these, and so I have two new decks here today. This first one is for my daughter Bristol, and was a Christmas gift, and we finally got to hang out and do our Christmas a couple weeks ago, so that was so much fun. Okay. I hate when they're so far away. They're not just down the street. Okay, let's look at what we're focusing on our gratitude around today. I am grateful for my creativity that makes me unique. I feel like this is the first gratitude card we got when I pulled that first time. So I love that. Love, love, love. All right, let's get on with it. So with today's energetics, we do have our third of three special life paths. So because today's date of April 8th, 2025 is a 4 + 8 + 9 energy, that is all the fixed signs of the 21 world card energy. And that is, again, the special path of connection. Our angel number is 489, and I'll post a graphic of that on my community page. We have the solar plexus energy of 3 of the third chakra. And for me, right away, I wrote having connected the dots of a situation. We can close an old cycle or an old door in order to make way for the new. And then the song that I was getting as I was writing that was The New Kid in Town by the Eagles. Now we do have some really interesting energy here because it's the fixed signs are just showing up very, very prominently here. At 12:48 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time, we had Venus retrograde sextiling Uranus and Taurus. So Taurus energies and Pisces energies here are sextiling. That means that it's an opportunity, right? It's a synergy, kind of flowing energy that creates possibilities. Now, so what is synergizing? What is the opportunity here is the realization of faith theme of Pisces. That's within 5 degrees here, 20 to 25 degrees. We have, 26 to 30 degrees, the last half of the third decan of each of these energies. So realization of faith is sextiling depth, and that's about exercising our free will, the freedom of choice, and the opportunity that it is synthesizing and synergizing with is learning how to behave appropriately. Do note that the moon went void of course even before that. So about 40 minutes before the sextile, we had the moon in Leo void of course squaring Uranus. So those are the two fixed energies that are squaring off. Squares are about learning from challenge. And these squares can stall, they can pressure, they can frustrate, but they can also reorient. So we add this third energy here into the mix through this morning, and that's about self-reliance underpinning our certainty that life fulfills its promise of joy. And that is all what the solar plexus energy is about here. The Sabian symbol of Leo 26 is a rainbow. And then in just 4 more minutes, we're going to have the moon moving into Virgo energy. And I wrote down salve for the stubborn. So it's kind of like Virgo comes in and says, "All right, here, everybody, let's examine this a little bit more closely." And I have my Hermit energy here on the staircase up. And as I delve a little bit further into the sun's energy today, 18 degrees, 58 minutes at the same time here, we are getting ready to click over from the 19th lesson that we talked about yesterday to the 20th lesson of Aries, which is symbolized by a young girl feeding birds in the winter. And that's about accessing the mystery of being innocent and fearless in love. So I'm looking forward to this reading indeed today, especially with this special energy of connecting the dots about something, being able to close the door. We saw so many full moons yesterday in the cards. So I really want to see what that full moon, if we can nail down a little bit more energetically, what is going to be culminating. Emotions are heightened. And an interesting degree I noticed on Chiron the healer today was 22 minutes, 22 degrees, 44 minutes. So that to me is auspicious, that 22 energy being the master architect, master builder energy. And 44 isn't technically a master number, but we've been seeing it a lot. And that is that 4 on either side of the lemniscate. And look at all this water, guys. Everything blue is water energy, purple air, green are the earth signs, and then of course orange for the fire sign. So you can always tell in my notes just by looking by color kind of where the mass or where that energy is going to be surging. And there's just so much fixed energy. And that can be either to our detriment or to our help, depending on how we use that. Now, we do have Mars that does not enjoy being in water because it's a fire energy. Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. And it's about this one today. The lesson that we've clicked over to in Cancer is a storm in a canyon. And that's us facing a crisis philosophically. So synonyms of philosophically would be theoretically, analytically, metaphysically. Okay, so we're facing crises in a different way. So again, like we saw yesterday, there's a maturation of energy and being able to accept people at face value for who they are and not what we wish them to be. And then we also have Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, expansion, has clicked over into a new lesson of Gemini. And that's about enjoyment of solitude and the spiritual practice of self-reflection. And Black Moon Lilith has clicked over into the Scorpion lesson of nostalgic memory. So definitely have been seeing the Six of Cups quite a bit. So that is about people that we've known for a long time. But there's a new kid in town. So I'm excited about that. Now, for some reason, guys, I tried to put a comment in the chat that just said, "Good morning, welcome to Learn Love Tarot," and it disappeared twice. So I don't know if y'all are also having trouble putting comments in the chats, but that's what happened to me. So brand new deck. Thank you to Miss Peg for this gift. It's so very sweet. This is the Joie de Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy, and never laid eyes on the cards before. So what I do is go through and sage, bless all of the cards, and then I'm going to separate out the energies here by showing y'all how I look at a new deck of energy. So I want to get them spread out here as much as possible. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me know if you can in the comments what you were doing 21 years ago would have been 2004. So what was happening for y'all then? Again, thank you so much for being here live with me to co-create this message today. Accessing the mysteries of being innocent and fearless in love. So the movie, the novel I was trying to think of yesterday with Gwyneth Paltrow, it was Ethan Hawke and it was Miss Haversham. So it was like, don't be the spinster wasting away with the clock stopped in the old wedding gown with, the clocks in the house were stopped at the time that the wedding was supposed to be there and the groom never showed. And she was kind of this bitter spinster. If you're unfamiliar with Great Expectations, Charles Dickens, it is a classic. So let me know if you read that. I remember reading that in high school. I forget what year, but such a good story. And I think they did a good job with the adaptation. That is not an easy story to portray from novel to screen. So I think, personally, I think they did a good job with that. All right, so there's how I break up the deck for us. Let's see where we go with a brand new deck of energy today. Really excited. I love opening a new deck because I like to go through and read everything intuitively. Of course, there's always going to be themes from every artist, the original meaning and themes of each card's energy. But it's just fun to see what different artists and different writers do with their interpretations. Okay, so let's see where we go. With our daily moon in Virgo, it's time to settle down. After a couple days, maybe you had some pretty, a lot of things to do during that Leo moon. Maybe we had some fun. I sure hope so. It's a great day for getting our life in order, creating new routines. And this is according to the daily moon energies from Moonology, Yasmin Boland. Yasmin Boland. It's a great day to be helpful, not being too critical in what I say. I've been seeing Six of Cups a lot. And the first one here that is coming out is the Six of Cups. It's a reunion energy. People, somebody that we've known for a very long time, perhaps they have disappointed us in some way in regards to cups, the Four of Cups energy. And I love these little bunnies here. I just got done talking about Jupiter. Very unusual characters here. I like it. So if there's been some kind of past disappointment in love, Four of Cups and Six of Cups combination here, there is a death and rebirth energy, a transformation. And it looks to me like she's heading into a new portal, a new energy, right? One door closing and another opens. That is exactly what's happening here. So where are we going? 10 of Pentacles. I like that. So this new door, this new energy is part of our foundation. It's the connection to everything in our life. There is a unicorn energy about it. So maybe even something we never thought we could achieve. Okay. And then underneath that, the Seven of Swords. So, okay. What is leaving so that we can step into this new portal of 10 of Pentacles? It's literally the achievement of everything. It's the pinnacle of Pentacles. It's all the prior minor arcana wrapped up into one. And it's like, nah, but that can't ever happen. There's some kind of stinking thinking or some doubt or moving away from what we would see as perfection. Maybe perhaps an energy of not feeling worthy. That could be this person or people. And the King of Wands, the sun's energy. I just got done talking about the moon being in Leo the last couple days. That's about, I see it, I want it, it's mine. That could either be this person or your energy. This is environmental energy for me at the bottom of the deck. And here's the King of Wands presenting you with their wand, their Ace of Wands. So opportunity again. And if we saw a lot of that fixed energy, Six of Cups would also be fixed water, Scorpio energy. Three of Wands, the manifestation, they might be manifesting you. And maybe they're coming around to let you know about their strength, their lemniscape of balance. It is two people joining forces here, perhaps after a long time. Somebody wants victory, guys. Somebody perhaps that walked away prior. These to me look like, even though they're supposed to be depicting balloons of some sort because she's floating up, it looks like in the ocean, those stinging, what I can never think of. What are they called? Oh gosh, it'll come to me later. It always does. King of Swords energy, some kind of truth. Yeah. Somebody's truth that they have balanced. That is at least their claim. Perhaps they've made some kind of closure as well and just want to inform us about that. Okay, we'll see and pay attention if those surface energies come back to us. Again, accessing the mystery of being innocent and fearless in love. So maybe someone's grown a pair. Forgive the term, but that's kind of what it feels like here. Okay, in that Virgo energy, it is not so good for being reckless or doing anything that would, it's about risk that is calculated rather than just risk for risk's sake, which in Aries sun energy of its shadow, it can be just kind of throwing caution to the wind without looking to find out what that possibly could be the consequence for. I feel like there's something ready in the chat because you guys are always raring to go, especially by now. Okay, guys, here, the Tower energy. Yeah. So risk is different than calculated risk is different than just risk for risk's sake. So for a Swords energy, that would cause something that would need healing afterward, like I literally just came out of my mouth, the consequences of which we hadn't thought about before that jump. And at the bottom of the deck is the Star energy that we saw so much of in the 17s of the cosmos yesterday, the degrees that we were sitting at with the planetary bodies. So Two of Pentacles, Aquarian energy, somebody that's been doing the most or had so much on their plate, juggling energies perhaps. And then the Eight of Pentacles under that, had way too much on their plate, doing the most. There's a Fox here. That's for me, can be Empress energy. Yeah, again, doing the most, carrying the most, overworking. And that could possibly cause a Tower here. Okay, they could possibly be saying what they have learned about being fearless in love. Maybe somebody's wanting to jump off that tower. All right, let's get our reading here. Please and thank you, Spirit, angels of the highest high, who love us all unconditionally. What is the message today about accessing the mysteries of being innocent and fearless in love? What cycles are ending? What are, connect the dots for us here. Having connected the dots, who is connecting the dots? 3, 2, and 1. Lots of fives in that shuffle. Why are we here today? Balance, justice, possible divorcee energy, or even just a legal matter. 5 of Swords, wow, manipulation, trying to win for just winning's sake, no matter who it hurts. Like I was saying, jumping without thinking, damned be the consequences. So in the environmental energy here, that's what's surrounding. Yeah, 9 of Swords, something that has been keeping this person up at night, or yourself. You can reverse the energies where they apply. And this is a certain sense of loyalty here with the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight, but is the only knight guaranteed to arrive, the senior of all the knights, and the High Priestess energy. I feel like you've known this is coming. You've been in your head about it. That could possibly have been the reason for the delay. Because again, when we are focusing or hyper focused on something, we energetically end up pushing it away, not realizing that we've already put the manifestation in. So whoever this reading is for today, Page of Pentacles, Earth energy. So again, our Earth moon has just shifted into Earth energy of Virgo. This is about an offer. So you are either giving or receiving some kind of knowledge, some kind of communication or offer here. Pentacles are time, money, energy, resources, talents. I just saw 2121 on the timing of our read today. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy bodies around it. It could be communication from a group, or this could be because the Page of Pentacles is the senior of all the pages, just like that Knight of Pentacles. This is the start or the beginning of receiving this message, or you are delivering this knowledge. I'm seeing this as a sun. It's like, aha, I found my joy. I want to share that message of joy. Okay. Again, pentacles are literally everything. And the situation called it. He who smelt it dealt it. 6 of Cups energy. Someone from the past coming into our present to affect our future. This is someone that we've known a long time. Maybe this is just a reunion, someone you are picking up the phone to call, or who is calling you. And the opportunity here maybe is to heal this 4 of Cups. Now, both these energies were in the pre-shuffle, and that's always important. When they come back around in the full reading. Let's see what the past. In the past, a 7 of Pentacles, seeds that we have planted here, you're letting know they've been plucked. It's like this character is taking out the product of whatever that was planted here. So ripe and ready to go to market. I love that there's a heart underneath here. And even though it's a 7 of Pentacles, the roots of connectedness are being seen here between the heart. Heart is in the center. So whatever we've been manifesting here, it's coming to its culmination. Okay. And we have, it's very interesting that the opportunity is the 4 of Cups. Seeing something that we haven't seen before. And normally when we see a 4 of Cups, it's the 4 that are spilled underneath the character in the card. And then there's the 4th cup on offer coming from Spirit. But in this deck, the 4 cups are shown. There's a cute little frog sitting in a tree. I'm going to need my upsy-closies. It looks like a frog with his legs hanging here, but it might just be a bird or some other kind of animal. It's definitely some other kind of animal, maybe like a little mouse. That is definitely a bird. And again, these balloons, it's celebratory. And in general, The Four of Cups is about disappointment. So it's as if you've seen the fourth cup here. It's right here. Aha, I see it. And the Six of Cups is holding, again, lots of balloon, lots of floating up, lots of rising, celebration, hands in the air. Waving our hands in the air like we just don't care. This feels good. This feels really nice. Okay. What is the heart of the reading? Four of Wands, the 1111. Okay. So this is, again, a reunion type energy. That is when two people are putting into wands equally of action, stabilizing a foundation with a past energy. It's interesting that there are three characters in the cards. That's something that I haven't seen in my other decks. There's birdhouses here. They're each holding a birdhouse, and inside of that are couples. Wow. And this could be an efficient, maybe marrying these couples, sharing residence. Maybe you're getting ready to move in or have just moved in with a partner, or could be a best friend, doesn't matter your age. And she has this heart energy on her outfit, which is super cute. Boy, these are just joyful little energies, aren't they? The Magician, and that is all four aces of potential, because we've seen this fourth cup. We've seen what was actually on offer here. Okay, so this could be a renewal, guys. And there's a little rabbit here at the bottom. Here's Venus energy and this little genie lamp. It's a circle with a cross underneath it. He's holding a pentacle. He has multiple hands. He's holding a sword, a wand, a cup, and a pentacle. That's the all four aces of potential there. And he might be, it's like a bunny rabbit serpent. I think this is the genie out of the bottle. That's exactly what it is. The genie out of the bottle is coming out because the fourth cup is revealed and you see it. It's the aha. The connecting the dots. I understand why this offer was delayed, or again, it's very, very union oriented. Look at all these little couples. Maybe this is just a best friend you haven't seen in forever. The block here, 8 of Pentacles, is about becoming an expert. We saw that in the pre-shuffle. And here is the progression, the 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. So in the past, we've planted, and then the 8 would be the time energy that we've put into something. And I like here how he kind of has this little magician cap on. So, and see how he's using the energies, but in reverse, we may not be sure how to use what it is with this communication, this time, this resource that we are seeing, receiving, or sharing. Okay. And what Spirit wants us to know, 2 of Pentacles. These look like, I just got an image of clocks. No more dilly-dallying. We have a lizard here, kind of a rejuvenation energy. Dancing on one foot here. Definitely a cat, independence. 2 of Pentacles for me is usually doing the most, being too busy or keeping ourselves busy. And for me, it's like with the cat, no more pussyfooting around. It's time to decide. These look like, again, like clocks to me. Decision time. And we kept getting yesterday, it's time, it's time. Okay, and don't be Miss Haversham with the clock stopping. It's time to get the clocks moving again. Okay, so something that could have been really stalled for a long time, Our energy has shifted about it. Our thought process has shifted about it. So therefore, the energy itself shifts. Okay, balances out. Six of Cups, body, mind, spirit for two parties on each side. Actions of two people on each side at the heart of the reading. And then again, this balance energy. Ooh, ear squeezy. It's time for something, guys. Outcome energy, the star, wish fulfillment. Because you worked on your energy, then the gift comes. We talk about it all the time. There's like a little peacock creature here at the bottom. Again, Aquarian energy, more fixed energy here of the situation. Something that was stalled is now moving. Four of Wands would be card of Aries, the last decan of Aries. And we just entered the 20 to 30 degrees would be the last decan of Aries, accessing the mystery of being innocent and fearless in love. I get it. The aha. It's accessible. Therefore, the energy shifts. We've released the grasping mind from yesterday, and we did have the magic carpet show up twice. Okay, what's this wish fulfillment here? Nine of Pentacles. The pillar of the community energy. And when you look here, you realizing this aha brings this energy right again. Seeing the situation through the lens of love, not that something was missing. You're seeing the cup that was on offer. We're understanding the lesson, the purpose of all this, guys. I really like that. And I'm seeing more peacock energy here, which is Nine of Cups in my Guardian of the Night tarot. It's the Queen of Cups in my De La Luna deck, or excuse me, Queen of Pentacles. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the precursor to the Queen of Pentacles, who is the precursor to the Empress. Where are you about to take flight to with these pearls of wisdom? These beautiful yellow flowers. I know there's lots of daffodils out now. These are not daffodils. Well, they might be. Who knows? Everything in this deck is very, and look, I'm getting, see that Nautilus energy? This was always meant for you to access. Past life, soulmate, deep tie connection, no matter if that is a sister, brother, kid, lover, best friend, doesn't matter. It's equal energy balancing out. And what spirit wants you to know is it's time. Like, it's time to stop overworking, pay attention, put at least one of the balls down that we're juggling, so that we can see this coming in, so that we can use this energy, these aces of potential, to move into this future. The Nine of Pentacles is about stature within the community, knowledge. She's depicted often holding the raven to show her prominence in society, her wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so where you're going to is your portal of transformation here, this Nautilus energy. And we see that here at the start. Look at that. How cool is that? Coming here through to the outcome. We see these little Nautilus along the way, wish fulfillment, staying tethered to our star. We pull ourselves back to ourself and achieve this aha moment, and that pushes us all into a whole new portal of energy. Wow. Okay, star, Queen of Wands. I'd say more Scorpio and Aries energy there. Confidence returning, and seeing again that tree of life kind of as her crown. I get it. I know how to manifest properly now from a place of love. And again, look at that light, that portal energy again. This is stepping into a whole new world, guys. This wish fulfillment requires connecting the dots of this. And whoever this reading is for, you're getting it. You've connected the dots here with that yellow solar plexus. I know what makes me happy. I understand that lesson was for me. And, you know, if it pissed you off at first, that's okay. Okay. The truth will set you free, but sometimes it does do that. When we get over that anger stage and realize there's just so much more to this world than how people act. They're acting out of their own fears and their own wounds. So we take it personally, and then we really understand what it was meant to teach us. And that was meant to have our confidence returned. See how she's sprinkling her magic here. She's growing love, accessing the mystery of being innocent and fearless in love. Okay. Knight of Swords very quickly. I mean, birds are not slow beings. And where this is moving, Knight of Swords, Gemini energy, again, that luck, little bit of luck. The spiritual practice of self-reflection. You've done it. That is pulling us forward in a very quick way. Where we're going to, oh my gosh, King of Cups. Wow. This arc is looking like the North Node. Okay, King of Cups is Scorpio energy because we dove deep. The broken bottle of spilled perfume, Black Moon Lilith, is in the Sabian lesson of 2 Scorpio. A broken bottle and spilled perfume. That started, and that was the Miss Haversham energy. I could not, for the life of me, think of Great Expectations yesterday, Charles Dickens. Snaring, nostalgic memories bind us back into our community. Nostalgic memories. I get it. Celebration, reunion, binding us back to our community. We're all taking this new jump, this new start forward with the aha of, I see the 4th cup. It's no longer being upset about the 3 that are spilled, because I get the lesson of those. So now I can accept that 4th cup that Spirit has been wanting to bring me by flying into this new portal energy, letting that old thought pattern of whatever our judgment was. Yesterday was the special path because we had the 20 card. The date added up to a 20. So instead of it being the path of knowledge, it was the path of notoriety. And Queen of Wands, that's wish fulfillment. That's definitely notorious here. Beautiful outcome energy. Guys, you're doing it, and you're doing it well. There has to be something wrong with the chat box. King of Wands back here on the bottom of the deck. Environmental energy. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Again, that Leo energy there that we have moving out from the moon, moving out of the moon and into, excuse me, not out of the moon, out of Leo. Moon's moving out of Leo and into Virgo. Okay. It is, if you have a beloved, and you want to, it's not good to go wild or be reckless regarding anything else, but little wink, wink, love time fun, never hurt anyone. That's okay. The Virgo moon, that kind is fine. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Fate is turning. This portal of energy is opening up. So divine timing, guys, when we see the world of the Wheel of Fortune, people cringe at the Wheel of Fortune or roll their eyes or go, oh, divine timing, divine schmine. But this is all the cycles of the moon here. And that simply means there's a zodiacal wheel. What an interesting card. Um, and here is like an octopus energy, being able to go with the flow, adapt, fit into any kind of receptacle that we're put into. That's like learning, being able to learn lessons. And that is what changes the wheel of fate. Our own body, mind, and spirit balance is the divine timing. It's the aha. Then the energy comes forward. The Hermit, bookending here on the opportunity. Literal environmental energy here. Leo moon moving into the Hermit moon. And there's something about this click over. There's something about the click over. We're operating more efficiently. Wow. It's really, Virgo energy is about taking stock, and it's about, again, at the top of that staircase, wasn't there a countdown or a count up? Let me see. 1, 2, 3 steps with our Hermit up top. Black Moon Lilith was at 1 degree, 23 minutes, 1, 2, 3. Nostalgic memories. We are no longer holding on to the 3 cups of that. We are seeing the 4th cup. And in the past 9 of Wands, not repeating the pattern. You are owning it. Okay. I see it. I want it. It's mine. Pattern, schmattern, a crush patterns. The heart of the energy. So what we're manifesting over here is not going another round. We are connecting the dots. Fueling the 4 of Wands is a new leap of faith. The 1111 card. Full energy fueling that. All the colors, very rainbow. I drew that rainbow of the Leo Sabian lesson. Life fulfills the promise of joy, a certainty to that. I know that. That is how an attitude of gratitude can literally bring divine timing right to our door. The situation of divine timing is regarding the 6 of Cups. I haven't seen that kind of return as heavy in the energy before. This is definitely someone who is deeply rooted to us. We know this person. Okay, the Hermit, 3 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is the ask, and the 3 of Wands is the ship coming in. And even though these guys are flying here, and it's a fire card, I was getting Pisces energy of fish swimming. There's like an apple of knowledge on her head. You're getting it. This looks like another little clock down here. It was just a matter of time. We are finally, there's a little heart here as we connected the dots and started really believing in energy first. That's what shifts the energy. This examination of our own energy, because nothing will change our outer circumstances except our own energy. And look at these little yellow guys here, all surrounding this bright yellow solar plexus energy of the 3rd chakra, following our joy, understanding what brings us joy, doing things that bring us joy, shifting our energy into a higher vibration brings this reunion about. Okay, you guys don't have to let me know since the chat's not working. Ace of Pentacles was the block, the actual physical, tangible offer. And whenever, even if it's in reverse, it's on the table here, fueling this 8 of Pentacles. Becoming an expert, using the energy to your benefit is available to you. And that is bookending the star. That's how we manifest the wish to come in. We've had to practice. We've had to become an expert at our own energy, staying stable, keeping our own balance, following our own joy, setting down some kind of obligations so that we can focus simply on energy. I can't say that I've seen this kind of spread. Okay. I like it. There's that mouse again. Alexa, what is the spiritual significance of a mouse?
From sunscience.org. As a burrowing creature, the mouse animal totem was thought to carry souls from the physical world into the land of the dead.
He is able to burrow and can move between the 3D world and the land of the dead. Oh, look, it looks like a flying mouse here, taking us to that through that portal. The old crotchety Miss Haversham energy dies, holding on, clinging on to the past, allowing time to stop because she got jilted at the altar. Therefore, she stays a mean ass, cold hearted SOB for the rest of her life. And she relishes in encouraging her adopted daughter, played by Gwyneth Paltrow, to tease Pip, to not ever, just to be cold like she was to him. And it really wrecks her world. She chooses wrong. It was not the right way for her to go, but she pushed her energy off, and her attitude and her sorrow over what happened to her, and let it literally lead her by the nose through for the rest of her life. That is a choice. We don't have to stay in that cobweb mansion of yesteryear, because love wants to be found, balance wants to be found, diplomacy. This is where we're stepping into. We're getting that it wasn't meant to leave us feeling cold, lonely, and like a spinster. So it might even be wish fulfilled here, the star energy. It might have even been we stopped wishing for a specific outcome. We stopped wishing that specific person, right? This is a resurging of the energy and getting it. Okay. This is awesome, you guys. I knew that little mouse guy was important. And here he is flying you to this new love, this new balance of diplomacy and understanding what that was all for. Okay, just because one person has swindled us or we feel that way in the past, we're part of that equation. She had a choice to be bitter and stop her clocks and wait around in her wedding dress for instead of learning the lesson. She just stayed in the self-pity of it and the bitterness of it. Okay, so if the Ace of Coins is if it's in the block here, it's on offer when we understand that we are using the seeds of love. Everything, if it comes from love, okay, then that's what we manifest moving forward with. If we are manifesting or living in the past, we never get this new aces of potential. It's never revealed. Page of Cups, the I'm sorry, what Spirit wants you to know, this luck, this letter, this communication. Right at the heart of his belly. Page of Cups can feel like new love. It can make you feel like a kid again. With this person, even if it's just a best friend, you always just jump right back to where you left off the last time. It's like no time has passed here. No longer juggling the timeline, using it. You're getting it. confidence restored because we've seen the fourth cup, the fourth ace. Okay. So 7 of Swords here, fueling this star. Okay. 10 of Swords. So 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups. It looks like this outcome energy or this person has examined what they walked away from. Could have been fear of betrayal. And so they hurt somebody before they could get hurt, and out of their patterns of pain. That's why the Ace of Pentacles was not priorly offered. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Look at all the sadness, regret. They regret this walking away. What's fueling the Magician again? 3 of Wands. Yeah, manifest, manifest. Okay, it looks like this is a conversation that they've been thinking about for a long time. There's definitely a lot of regret here. I mean, geez, very different from your energy outcome. Very different. 5, 6, 7. So Aquarius fueling Aquarius. That's Pluto energy, transformation. 10 of Swords about betrayal, walking away from being betrayed before they could be betrayed. That was a fear here. I think this person is seeing that now. Okay. 3 of Cups, again, reunion. Could have been over third-party energy, betrayed you or betrayed themselves with a third party, and they have regrets about walking away. And it's like, yeah, she's looking behind here. These tulip energies seen on the Souls on Fire deck on the cloak of the Magician, old school DMs, right? Of you couldn't, you sent tulips to let someone know you like them. This could have been in secret, a little wink, wink. Page of Wands energy with the 10 of Swords. They threw caution to the wind. And it didn't work out for them, guys. Well, energetically anyway, that's the universe opening up a can of whoop ass. I mean, do unto others, right? And take that note for ourselves as well. You have taken the note here. This is very oppositional energy then here of this outcome. Wow. Yeah, they threw, and there's another letter. So these letters here, what Spirit wants you to know, the Page of Cups, the apology, the love, the, could have been even childhood love or these feelings that this person invoked. It does feel like a very deep betrayal, but it was for you so you could step into this new portal and stop wishing about that situation. They had their lesson to learn as well, and you were not the person to teach them that. You were too high energy here, right? But it doesn't mean that we weren't sad about it. But this is process. The letters. It could be a physical. I joked about jumping in the DMs, but like I said, old school, the tulips were on the cloak of the all 4 aces of potential. And this is a message here. It's you receiving a message, giving a message. You'll have to let me know. Maybe this is just you forgiving and returning back to your own joy and understanding that hurt people. They had a choice about repeating a pattern. And I mean, They did. They got what they got. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And they did. Here, took a leap of faith at some point towards some kind of one-to-one partnership with you, whatever the context that is. Okay, so Page of Wands, again, another message, the messenger. This is kind of like the court jester, a little bit of court jester energy. And then that Ten of Swords, somebody fafoed, somebody effed around and found out. Okay, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles. That's why thus far there's been like a clinging to or a holding back. What a tangled web we weave, this spidery kind of energy, Black Widow. When first we practice to deceive. Yeah, there was some kind of strategy here. It was the pentacle was held back. Ace of Pentacles as the block. Yeah, that's why they held back. There was this third energy there. They effed around and found out, guys. Don't feel very good. They learned their lesson. Now look at that. This is what their whole lesson was. Ooh, right ear, loud beep. This is what their lesson was. Loud and clear from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Fears, the devil. They dance with the devil. That is fear energy. That is repeating patterns. Nine of Wands. That's what they manifested. They took that leap and they got what they got. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. They didn't like that. I mean, who would? Their betrayal of you came back to bite them in the asterisk. It's like they're getting that done back to them. Karma. Wow. I mean, look at this side though. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy because of their stubbornness. Then the Empress awaits after their lesson is done. Your energy shift, I say it all the time, the yin shift causes the yang shift. So whether this is our own feminine energy surrendering to, okay, I don't want to be Miss Haversham. I'm connecting the dots on whatever this is. I'm creating something new. I'm ending that old thought pattern. Then it shifts their energy. So if we just sit around waiting in that old Miss Haversham energy, the spinster energy of so-and-so's a such and such, holding regret in our hearts, then that is what we manifest. But you've shifted that. Whoever this reading is for, this is like opposite sides of the same coin. Your shift in perspective then brings about their energy shift. They get back what was done. And their opportunity is to see that they manifested this. They manifested a repeat of a pattern. Wheel of Fortune is turning as this whole new leap of faith. You're already doing it. You're ahead of the energy. Theirs follows suit. Okay, since we played this out here, yeah, you're standing your ground against that old way of being. Once you enter this new vortex of energy, guys, the lesson is learned. You're done with it. Dare I? Oh my God. Okay, I'm glad I did. The sun. You're done with it. Look at that seahorse. In the Mermaid Tarot, every time I see a seahorse, I think of that card, which is the Chariot, because there's two figures saddling up the seahorse, and seahorses are about role reversal. Now the shoe is on the other foot. Now the shoe is on the other foot. I'm so sad the chat's not working today. I think you guys would be all over this reading. Oh my gosh. You are standing your ground about your own joy, solar plexus energy. That is what shifts the energy for the masculine. It's the only way. It's the only thing that ever does. Wow. 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 All right, let's see what we have here. This, special path of connection much? There's a new kid in town. You're the new kid in town. I'm focused on the happy. I'm getting out of that feeling sorry and being mad about being lonely because I've found the aha, confidence restored. I've figured it out. You're the new kid in town. And your boundaries are not the same as they were. You've established boundaries here. You know what you will allow in. I feel like that's even a boundary of our own thoughts, and that changes in a literal way. It activates divine timing. I say it all the time, energy first. That is the only thing that shifts this into where it's supposed to go. No more juggling back and forth in your mind about this. It's the aha, you're the new kid in town, you get it. Okay, let's look at Aries through Pisces and look at this path of connection. Oh, my Lanta. Okay. Wow. Six of Cups. Let's see who this Six of Cups might be. Aries through Pisces, and whether you want to hold your chart and start at the Aries position where that sits for you. And I would pay special attention to whatever energy is hosting your 7th house of relationships, one-to-one. Also your 5th house of creativity, romance, and pleasure. And then with that 6th of Cups being the house of secrets, Scorpio's energy. So 7, 8, and 5th house. Okay. Aries, unification, aligning with abundance. This is where the sun is today, accessing the mystery of being innocent and fearless in love. I feel like this is helping Aries get over their fear and aligning with abundance here. We do see the lemniscate. We see the divine feminine energy of cups and the divine masculine energy of swords. Okay. What about for Taurus? If this 6 of Cups is involving a Taurus, whether that's your energy or whoever this is for you, what about for Taurus, please and thank you? That guy right there. There's the cup, the Holy Grail code, the synergizing of Taurus energy, synergizing or sextiling Venus, the planet of love and abundance, realization of faith, depth, freedom of choice. I don't have to hold on to that new memory. I can reframe. We're connecting the dots, a new door to love, a new portal, learning to behave appropriately. Taurus. Okay. And mixed with water. Here is literally that sextile. The Holy Grail code. Receive the gift. Okay. What about for Gemini? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I can't believe the chat's not working of all days. Okay, Gemini, High Priestess energy, expanding consciousness. Each suit, there are only 11 cards. This is the olive suit here, expanding consciousness. You get it. Okay, Gemini is getting it as well, the twins. Because you've got it, they get it. Okay, Cancer on top. Spiritual awakening here. More Merkaba energy. Shift or be shifted. Going right through to Leo. There's the rainbow on Leo. Look at that. Leo, self-reliance underpins our certainty that life fulfills its promise of joy. Our joy was not dependent on the Miss Haversham's fiance that left her at the altar. Our joy is not brought to us by another person. Our joy is opened by our own energy, focusing on gratitude, doing the things that we love, and following through with filling our heart's cup. It's right here. Divine creativity. Leo is the house of creativity, romance, and pleasure. Okay. Wow. Receiving this cosmic intelligence, this transformation energy right here. Ooh, left ear. Okay. Wow. Okay, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, trust, 4 to 4 energy. We've got the 4 of Cups as the opportunity. We just shifted into Moon and Virgo. Ask, allow, listen. This heart shape here, more blue butterflies of transformation. Okay, I don't know why I did that, but I did. Libra, balancing energies. Masculine twin, releasing the lower self. There's that masculine energy of swords that I pointed out on the Aries card. Okay. A little bit more. This is the masculine, the yang energy on the other side of the scale, right? Body, mind, spirit. Those scales, the masculine twin releases his lower self here only because the yin started first. I can't reiterate that enough. That's the only time the energy shifts, is when we shift our own energy and our own view about whatever this was. Definitely very connected to past life soulmate energy, deep soul tie connection in the very least. 6 of Cups means a long damn time. Okay, let's move into the other half of our wheel here. Okay, moving into Scorpio. I guess I'll put our Libra down here. Scorpio, 11-11 energy, 6 of Cups. I am enough. Let go of expectations, more butterflies. Death and transformation as our outcome energy, part of our outcome, moving into a new portal, moving towards our sun, releasing the anchor. Again, if this is that person's energy, wow. They had to go through what you were put through, or what they put, other people through because of their own pain. Hurt people. Your energy shifted this realization for this 6 of Cups person. I just happened to look at the bottom of the deck. There's that spider creating. What a tangled web we weave when first we practice to perceive. Okay, so if you are the Scorpio, you've let go of your expectations. You realize that you're enough. Great expectations. We let go of sitting around and spinster, releasing that pain. This is deep, guys. Scorpio is deep. This is deep pain. This is a long time lesson, huge for the collective coming to fruition. I can't get over it. Your change of perception shifts the Yang's perception of how they were weaving this. Okay. Creating more than just an illusion, making something real. I mean, the illusion that was created by Miss Haversham's, so-called fiance. They could have acted like the court jester here. And again, throwing caution to the wind, they were not considering the leap. They just leaped. And it was, instead of a calculated risk, it was a risk to your detriment. But that is coming back around now that you have released what you thought you were supposed to have with that person. Whoa. Okay. Sagittarius, that was fast. breakthrough. New portal after Scorpio, Sagittarian energy. Wow. Okay, processing karmic debts. What about for Capricorn? Capricorn, you or this person? Wow, what a reading. I was getting those fives on the shuffle. Peg's cards come through. Wow. Very first reading with them, you guys. All right, Cappies. 6 to 6. 6 of Cups here is the situation. Karmic purge, mirror reflections. That person, that 6 of Cups person, is a mirror to show us ourselves, our own psyche, our shadows. Okay, that was meant to teach us. Again, it might have pissed us off, but it does set you free when we get we have the understanding of that. Okay. And there go my glasses as Aquarius flies on the floor. False twin flame. So what they had to go through this lesson too, guys. They had to F around and find out. I said it here. They've been through some intense change. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes. This could be what they're telling you all about here. And I noted in the outcome energy, both cards, were fueling. Aquarius was fueling Aquarian energy. 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Wow. Aquarius, Gemini. Okay. Holy crap. Why am I looking? Crossed by 1111, compassion. Okay. If this person was an Aquarius that made you rethink your dreams here, that you're recovering. Again, that's that Pluto is in Aquarian energy. It helped you with your higher heart opening, sun outcome, opening of the heart chakra, Leo energy, and directly fueling that sun there, fixed energies. Wow. Okay, Pisces. All that water energy in the sky today. 5 of change, reprogramming your soul. Release, raise, and reclaim. Okay, where Venus is today, we're at the Sabian lesson of 25 Pisces, the purging of the priesthood, rooting out corruption, ridding ourselves of negative thoughts and judgments. Bam. Wow. Merkaba activation. Getting in our soul chariot. There is the masculine, there's the feminine energy again. Surrounded by this yellow circle, solar plexus. How you like them apples? Wow. What a reading. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm so sad about the commentary. I don't know what happened there. It's never happened before. I will figure it out. But thank you so much for being here to co-create this beautiful, gorgeous message here with me today. Quite the shift here, certainly in the soulmate cycle, 6 of Cups of some sort. Your shift activates divine timing, point blank, period. Full stop. Love you, mean it. Much love from my heart to yours, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for coming back to comment once this reading is posted. I appreciate and love you so very much. Bye-bye for now.